Figured I'd do a quick random video since it's been raining a bit and all the jabos are starting to push out a bunch of new growth. So let's just look at the new growth, I guess. Let's see. So here's the anomaly, and it's kind of coming out nice, like reddish tan color, and they kind of harden off like that. Let's see if there's any other branches on it coming out. There's probably some there I can't see right away. Actually, here's some down here. It's kind of filling in. It's like, let's see, you can see it through there. It's funny, it wants to like grow out instead of up. So hopefully it starts going up a little bit because I'd prefer to have the vertical space in here used. I gotta clean this dang mess up again. I had it all swept up and I started potting things up again and got distracted. But let's see. Yeah, here's a Oriana Broncamel pushing out some new growth. You can kind of see what it looks like when it pops out there. And this thing has big leaves on it. It's really nice. It's not the biggest leaf jabo I have. I think that's the Brother Rosa de Pescos over here. It's got some nice big old leaves. This is a Vitrantha, and this is the best it's ever looked. It's kind of pitiful for a while. You can see these branches here are all, you know, kind of, is this a dead branch? Not really. It still feels like it's got some green on it. I think a worm has been eating on this stuff. I do see my Syzygium here got eaten up a little bit. I don't see where the worm is at though, so who knows what that was. I'm sure I'll find him tonight. But here is the, here's another Oriana, I think. Yeah. So this is another Broncamel from seed. Let's see. I think the worm's been eating on this guy too. Oh, I see him. There he is right there. Look at the little guy. Looks just like the branch. There he is. Look at that. Don't get these too often, but we'll dispose of him. Yeah, they're fine when they're on my trees outside, but not so much in here. But here is the, this is the Sabra hybrid. Don't know what it's a hybrid with, but man, the new growth on this thing just looks awesome. I can't wait to see what it looks like whenever it's a lot bigger and has a whole bunch of this popping up at the same time. But it's just so red when it comes out. And you can kind of see the spears of new leaves coming out on it. It's pretty cool. And here is the giant red crystal. This is a Vitrantha. You can see the beautiful red growth in this thing too, but it doesn't really stay red for long. It kind of turns into this like orangey yellow tan color. And so this thing has a nice shape to it. It's kind of like very, it's got like a nice fractal kind of growth habit to it. This thing's about a year old, I would say, maybe a year and a half. I have to go back and check. These are just other Oriana Broncamels in there. I've got some younger jabos in here, but they're not pushing out any new growth right now. Here is a Sabra, just a regular Sabra. And this is one I've been taking care of for my mom since she's been going to Europe a lot. And kind of brought it back to life too. It needed to be potted up and it's looking pretty good. So let's actually like look at that. So see the new growth there. And then let's go look at the Sabra Grimmel hybrid over here. And just kind of compare that. So here's the Sabra Grimmel. And here's the new growth on this. So if you want to do a little comparison, just go and freeze frame it and look at them both. But they are slightly different. Like especially like when it's just starting to come out, they look totally different. Like usually the Sabras are like really dense and then they pop all of a sudden. But these ones tend to have like this like lanky, like it runs and then the leaves kind of harden off a little bit. It's kind of cool. Let's see, do we have any new growth on the Coronata Hashtinga? Oh, yeah, we do. Look at that. It's starting to push out right here. I think these do kind of turn a little red whenever they actually fully pop out. Here's some of the leaves starting to poke out a little bit, so we'll get a good flush here soon. Any other cool ones? Ah, here we go. Here's some. These also. Let's see. These are the Ruby Honeys. I think these are plenty of SP. Don't know what this is, but if I had to guess, Vitrantha. If I had to, oh, there's a mealy bug on there. I gotta take care of that. So can I just knock them off? Get out of there. Get out of there. Get off of that. There we go. Knocked them off. Got a couple of those around. And here is the Campo Ramon. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. It's got a really cool, kind of also like fractally growth habit, but it does the same thing that Sabra X does, where it's like a nice, like red tone to the new growth. This one, it's definitely a lot more elongated as it pops out. Kind of wonder if, you know, the Sabra X over here is actually a hybrid with the Campo Ramon. That would be my guess. If I had to bet anything on anything, I would say they probably cross. But I guess so. The Sabra X here, the history on it is it's from Pine Island Nursery. So it would have to be crossed with something they had there. And I think the only ones that I know that they had were, there's like the Coronata, like 1, 2, and 3. And actually I have a Coronata 2 over here that I got recently. This one's a grafted one. And I don't know. It could be. I mean, look at the red on that. It's like nice and dark. But it's not, it doesn't keep red from what I've noticed compared to the Sabra X. Like this one is like truly unique. Like I haven't seen anything other than this one that has just that red. It's so cool. Let's see. Yeah, and here's something interesting. So this is a Broncovino Vitrantha. You can see the new growth there. Let's like compare that to my red hybrid, which is flushing out a whole bunch of new growth. Like you really can't tell a difference. Like once they actually start flushing out. Like I'm not really sure. I know I'm told that they're different, and it's really hard to tell until you eat the fruit. So who knows? Maybe my red hybrid's actually a Broncovino. I don't know if you could really ever tell, but they are pretty different looking in terms of their growth habits. So, like the Broncovino is definitely more lanky. This one, I mean, I guess this one's kind of lanky, but I don't know. This is a seedling from this one, and doesn't really look super similar in terms of its growth habit. But I don't know, even the bark is just very close. So who knows? Who the heck knows? Let's see, do I have any other? Oh yeah, and actually, my Trunciflora gigante is like, I think it got burnt up in the sun when I moved it outside because it had aphids all over it. I think it's probably coming out of it, but it's dropped all the leaves it had. I don't know if their Truncifloras normally do that, but I think it got stressed out, dropped its leaves. I don't seem to have any branch dieback at least. And I do see, you know, it looks like some new growth starting to work its way back out. So hopefully it'll recover from that. I think it's okay, because if it was dying, usually it drops the tips of the leaves first, from what I've seen, from what I remember. We got some fruit starting to set on the Miracle Berry. Let's see, any other new growth out here? We can go wander around the yard. Oh, here's the Scarlet. It's doing a whole bunch of flushing out here. I hit it with some fertilizer and it seemed to enjoy that. Again, I moved it out here because it was getting hit by the aphids, and I didn't want the ants farming the aphids. So bring them out here and let nature take care of it. And nature does a pretty good job. At least if you got critters in your yard like I do, the predators will come and clean it up. But yeah, this is the scarlet. Let's look at the new growth on that. Pretty cool, and see how different it is. Like, it's got like different texture to it. And I'm gonna come back and look at the video and like freeze frame it and do a little bit more deep diving myself. But and then I've got so this is the Coronata from Otto Anderson, Coronata Asukana that I put in the ground. I had the cage around it. I took the cage out. Now it's starting to reach for the stars. But here's what the new growth on that looks like. You know, the Coronatas to me always tend to have that like arrowhead, like more broad arrowhead shape. That's kind of how I can like identify them in my head. I don't know if that's like universally accurate, but that's what I've noticed. Like especially with the like the Heshtinga really has an arrowhead shape. So let's go over here. Look at the ones on the ground. The Sanford looks like it's trying to start push out some more new growth. Yeah, I mean, this seedling isn't even, it's probably about 6 months old now. I'd have to go back and check. But actually, I think 7 months old. So that's been in the ground for a bit. I bet in a year it'll be twice the size. Ooh, free passion fruit for me? Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I've been hacking away the passion fruit vine back here. It's just been too crazy. It's had fungal issues. I think I mentioned that before, so I kind of opened it up, pulled all this new growth out. This will be going bye-bye because it's growing all up in here. But we'll let all this stuff ripen up before I take it out all the way. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got some syzygiums forming on here, these little wax apples. But all these little reds that I potted up are starting to pop out. Looking for the new growth on them. They did have some new growth, but I think they've already hardened off. Yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, yes. We can go and look at the oblongata, the sour Jaboticaba. Oh, I guess we can look at the Cambuca too. It's flushed out a whole bunch of new growth. I really love how it comes out. It kind of like droops and then hardens off and is more firm looking than that. But very, very cool tree. I just love that. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's like 10 feet tall. Here's another Ariana Bronca Mel that has some new growth on it. It looks fantastic in the ground here. But it looks like the more sun you give them, they definitely get smaller leaves. You can see like the older growth that's shaded out has bigger leaves, but these newer ones, I guess we'll see how big they get. The bees have been taking little chunks out of them to build their nests with. Yeah, we're gonna have a big flusher growth on this. See the little nodes popping out. But yeah, oblongata. We'll cut through by the cha to get to the oblongata. And this is, we'll end it with the Sabra. The Grimmel out front isn't pushing out any new growth right now. I don't think. So, but yeah, here's the oblongata next to the achacha. But yeah, it's been coming back from, being shocked from the winter, because that was the first cold winter it had. Completely exposed. These are supposed to be more cold hardy than others. So I wanted to test that out. But look at the new growth on that. It looks so cool. Very similar to Sabra, but different. It's more of like a, I don't know, what do you call it, like a pearlescent color to it. It's like red and then the green going down the center. That's pretty unique to this one, I think. And here's the Sabra. Let's check it out. I'm got to clean these weeds out a little bit, clean them up. But let's see. Yeah, so here's the Sabra, very similar to the Oblongata, but you can see there's definitely differences. So yeah, here's what it looks like popping out. I guess the Sabra is really where that red color comes from more than anything, and the Oblongata kind of has that too. So I guess let's go look at the Grimmel. Let's see if there's any Grimmel action. I don't really usually get too close to it because it's out front, and I always get messed up from the stucco on the side of the house whenever I'm running into it. But a little Groomy Chama sneak peek. Let's see. I gotta harvest these plums off the plum tree. They're getting close. Let's see. Any Grimmel action. Just to end this. Let me step around there. This papaya is coming back. It's crazy. The hurricane knocked over all of them. You can see this one's pretty much laid flat, but then it's growing back. That's kind of cool. Got a lot of peeling bark, so it's doing good there. I see little nuggets poking out, but I don't see any new growth. Oh no, here we go. There's some new growth right yonder. So looks like all of them are popping off, but yeah, exciting. Oh, I guess we have a Patanga tuba too. Look at that. See, no bugs on it. How long has that been there? I know it was on the plant last night. It smells ripe as heck. We'll go wash it off and eat it. But I guess I'll end it there. I wasn't intending to go fruit hunting today, but there we go. And y'all take care.